Okay, so we're partly through the battery pack creation process, so I figured I'd go through and kind of video document it all. We'll go over here and 3D printing. It's 3D printing discs. These are spaces that go between the slabs that are standing upright. Behind there are already printed mounts for the BMS board, which I'll show you over here. Over here, we're 3D printing the ends. These are fill-ins that go between the batteries at the end so that it's supported smoothly when it's standing upright. Here's a pack that's almost done. Let me move things around here a little bit. You can see there's the ends. These are a yellow version of the black things that are being printed over there. That's the battery management board mount that will get mounted on top of this. And down below you can see how these support the columns batteries. All these batteries are glued together in the gluing process, but these have slots in them so that the battery management wires can go through. I've got one installed. So the wire comes from the battery management board and it can go through the mounts, and then this will be soldered on here. And so each one will have another wire coming through. The wires just push through. So like the next wire down, it's too hard to do while I'm holding the camera. But this makes it so that the wires are already captured and protected. This battery pack is, I spot welded it in two halves. So there's that half and that half, and then the halves were glued together standing right here. This pack on the other side it's the mirror image pack, because we need to go back and forth with the way things are going to connect, and it's not connected, see? So I will spot weld all these and then glue those together. These spot welds are going to get an additional strap across every one of them for more current carrying capacity. And on the ends, there's going to be a copper bus bar. Here's the copper bus bars. That one right there. Those are going to have tabs riveted to them with copper rivets. And then in between the battery packs, there's going to be these round spacers, a whole bunch of them. So they're going to be distributed all over the face of this, and then a nylon zip tie goes through the hole, and it'll go all the way through. Here's a stack of them being stored, but the nylon zip tie will pass through. Go over here where you can see better. Pass through the hole, and that will hold all the packs together, and they'll be spacered by these plastic spacers that we 3D printed, and they'll have I'll put a rubber backing on them too. So there's 3D printed parts are discs, ends, and mounts. We've tried some other stuff, different types of mounts, but they didn't turn out to be pointed the right direction. There's also this little guy that's just for the end, and that way I can run a strap around it. I can go this way and be strapped all the way along the length of it if I decide I want to. So this is just another little protector spacer thing. Over here is the gluing operation. This one glued last night, and it's ready to come out of the jig, and it's just a wooden jig with birch clamps. and the ends aren't connected, so they all come out. And then same thing on the other end, they all fall out. This is still a little wet. You have to take it out of the rig and take it over here and set it down. And then I'll glue one more today. And that'll be a different video. So we have 3 halves there and 4 here. So there's only one more to make, because this is going to be 4 of these kind of rows, all sitting parallel like that. So the pack will basically be about that size, and it weighs, I estimate, about 300 pounds total. And it's going to go into a metal box with terminals and a pack splitter connector in there. So this will all be contained. That's a whole another project.